How's it going, everybody? This is a weird one. I'm sure my eyes are going to be shifting because I can actually see myself right now. Anyway, it's 11, not quite 11 o'clock at night it's a Monday. Blue borders are coming tomorrow, so I'm trying to finish everything up. Came out here first thing in the morning, took off for lunch and dinner, and it's been a long day, but got a lot done. Just air sealing stuff and blocking for all the things we want to do after the plaster is up, because tomorrow they hang the blue board. I just thought this is a good time. I've had a few hours to myself and my thoughts, and I thought it was a good time to have a video like this. Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of be at this point, but it's also crazy nerve-wracking. I don't want to screw anything up. Very kind of insecure in that way, I suppose. But I'm also, I'm a perfectionist. I just want it to be right. Anybody who knows me, maybe through robotics, knows that I'm not against working hard and making sure things are done right, even if it takes a couple of times. So this is the biggest project I've ever taken on, and so I'm willing to put the time and energy in to make it right. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of wiped, but thought it was a good idea to make the video. Maybe it's not, but I'm pretty excited. I got a lot more to do. Maybe I can quickly, I don't know if there's going to be light enough, walk you around. This is what I was just doing all the air sealing up around the windows. You can kind of see, probably better on the other side. Taped right up to and around each of these edges, all the way up and around. Did it to all the entry doors. I'm washed out. There's a lot still to do. Let's see if I can. All of the blocking for the cabinetry on the other side here in the kitchen needs to be done tomorrow before they can hang this wall. So we got upper cabinets, I think 2 sets of upper cabinets here, so we need some blocking here. We got a range and more blocking here, and probably through the pantry as well if we can get some places. And then in the kind of coffee bar area, we need some blocking here too. I know it's hard to see, but I think we've gotten there. We got all the bays done. We've got all of the electrical boxes done. We've got everything taped on every seam. I just walked around in circles for miles and miles, it feels like. Let me show you what I did all day today. I think you saw the soundproofing. It needs to get pushed back in, but I can work with them while they're hanging board tomorrow. I think it'll take a couple of days to hang. So this was some of the stuff I was doing today. So it kind of looks random, but made a lot of sawdust, I guess. That kind of ladder effect up here is going to be blocking for a beam that's going along the wall there, on the ceiling, and along the wall there. And then, not at that kind of cripple blocking, but the blocking further down, right in the middle of the screen now, is where there was, at the knee wall, kind of another beam going across. And we're going to replicate that and add some kind of 45-degree brackets supporting it. It was really cool timber frame detail that we're going to recreate. I got pictures of. So that blocking had to be in place to beef it up a bit. I did not block over here because I felt like, you know, we're more than 6 inches away from the wall. The beams themselves are only about 10 inches wide. So I can nail that innermost beam there. Same thing on this side. So I should be able to get that when we're mounting the beams. But all these blocking, you know, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces of blocking there, and there's 4 more, 5 more up here. And we got beams in each of these bedrooms. No blocking, luckily, again, along the side. We got an extra little rafter to work with there that I'll just aim for. But then there's going to be a beam running vertically here. It's going to come down into the center between the closets there. You can see. So that blocking picks it up. And likewise, on this side, you can see the red mark on the floor, I think. Beam. That's where the beam is going to be. Going vertical up here. And of course, there's the ridge beam that we're going to drop back in place as well. But that is going to attach to the functional ridge beam. Same thing on the other side. All of this blocking just took time. So on this side, I had to do it here along the outside, here in the middle. This rafter was really close, but I didn't want to play around with it, so I went and blocked it out. And then this one, as it turns out, was like right on this beam. So that's kind of the center of it, and that should be totally fine to grab onto that. And there will be no beam on the inside. It's just going to be on the outside, and that kind of remedies the spacing issue. It's not exactly, you know, like centered up or anything, but we want to look like it was adapted from the original, because this was an original part of our plan before we had to knock the house down. So I thought it was kind of better to make it look like we were working within the constraints of the beams, right? Center of the closets would make sense to break it up there, and at the edge. And here again, with this little bump out wall, the beam coming right off the corner of it, it's going to look like, hey, we picked something up there. Same thing in here, and that knee wall beam, you can see that blocking there going all the way across. That one, same thing. We want it to look like it might be there behind the actual knee wall in the bedrooms back there. You just can't see it, kind of thing, because we built in front of it. So that's kind of what we're going for. That we finished around the original structure. Again, because that was the original plan. So anyway, some cleanup, and then like tons of little things like this, like you know, there's going to be a railing here. I'm not going to just be able to fall to my death all the time. So we needed for it to die into some blocking. I don't know exactly the height. I kind of guessed, and I put a lot of blocking in there. These are all scraps I was digging through. Likewise, I was trying to figure out like where a toilet paper holder would go, and you know, I guess I can hang a hook next to the bathtub on that stud, so that's no big deal. Plus we can get a hook on the corner of it here, so that's no big deal. And you know, if we got our vanity here, I guess we can use studs here and here for cowl rings or rods or something. So this bathroom was no big deal, but I gotta go down tomorrow, block in the master kind of toilet room, water closet area, because again, there's no place for toilet paper holder. This is a little bit of a reach to be way out here at this beam. You know, the toilet's going to be sitting just in front of the pipe there. Really, it's going to want to be right just to the left of that stud that's in frame right now. So I'm going to put a piece of blocking in there to make sure that I can pick something up at a reasonable height. Yeah. I don't know. As far as towel holders and things go in here, there's just not a lot of real estate. Maybe the corner there, you can do a ring or something. Maybe these triple studs up high. That would be another good place for a ring or a hook. But mostly we're going to want towels. Probably we'll try to find some integrated hook on the back of the glass that'll be the enclosure for the shower. So really it's just the blocking there. That's an important one. And then I think we got for second and third floor totally blocked off. The downstairs is another hole. We're going to be working hard downstairs tomorrow to stay ahead of them, I think. I don't think there's any blocking that can be done in the Jack and Jill because we got pocket doors on either side. So we're going to have to just have a freestanding toilet paper holder or something like that, or figure something out after the fact. Don't know. Upstairs on the third floor, by the way, I didn't mention toilet paper holder. That's probably just going to be on the back of the door. There's a door there that's to the linen closet on the third floor. So we'll take a look at putting it there. Blocking in here, definitely I'm going to need, here's my toilet for the powder room. I'm going to need blocking basically probably from here to here. Probably block right across there. Pick something up some way or another. Yeah, that's probably where it'll get hung. Got one good stud, that would be good, but you need to get the other one too, or eventually it's gonna fall off for sure. And then, towel holder, that totally works. That stud, here's the vanity right next to it. That's kind of perfect. Or we could even go up and to the right. There's some studs there, so I don't need to block that. It's just those upper cabinets here. There's like no room for blocking, so I'm kind of at a loss. It's pipes and ducts and wire, just like there's stuff everywhere in this wall. So we're going to do our best with blocking, getting some structure on those upper cabinets. They're going to hold a lot of weight, and I want to make sure they're in the wall really well. Lowers I don't really care about. I'll just screw them into the studs wherever they land. Make sure they're shimmed up well. That'll do. But those uppers, I want to be able to hold something in them and not worry that they're going to fall off the wall here. Same over here. So there's a lot of gaps. Unfortunately, blocking through here with the Zender pipes, I don't know if that's even, you can see how little room is left on either side. There's just no blocking to be had. So maybe I'll just let it hang over and at least there's something there. Through the middle here is going to be open shelves anyway. So I think I'm going to block here between these two studs, and just overhang a couple there. And that's basically all I can do within reason. So it's kind of what I'm at. 11 o'clock at night, sitting around looking at doors, making a mess on the floor, sealing everything up really well, all the way up. I took the time to foam everything out so it's spooging. I did not clean these up, and then these don't have to get dealt with because the drywall gets cut back to the wood that you see there. So that's no big deal. But this door I had to do again to get it foamed all the way out. I wanted full insulation everywhere I could and totally air sealed, taped tight to the edges and turned down the corners. So it's 100% done. I also did blocking in the family room. There were a couple of issues. So we're going to do a poor man's coffered ceiling in here. And so there's going to be a beam along the brick. I say beam, but it's going to be like trim. But there was no, the main boards here that are hanging the drywall stop between 4 and 6 inches away from the ceiling, away from the brick wall. So I had to get at least a few more inches out there so that I could screw into something, not necessarily for the blue board. That's not such a big deal, although this would help. That's for the trim that I want to use there. And what we're going to do is run a beam down this 2x4, and that was existing. That lines up right down the center, and it's great. It's just off the left-hand corner of that right window there. And so if you look down here, there was nothing there, just off the right-hand corner of that left window. So to line, I just centered it on the light fixtures, between the light fixtures, and that's what all those little blocks are. They are screwed into the joists, and they will accept, again, trim going all the way down there. There's plenty of stuff to grab onto on each side, and then going down this edge, it goes right into the wall. So there's no problem here either. But there was a fair amount of blocking to do in here as well, and these were a real pain because some of this intel was super tight. And all of the details were not awesome in here. The insulation guys really just kind of like, this was one of the last rooms they did. So I had to go back and really press all this tape down, make sure it was actually adhered. Foamed where the cables are going in and out. Yeah, you can see some more here. So just gotta go balls to the wall right until the very end. I missed one right there. I'm gonna do that before I leave. That speaker wire. That's an opportunity for leaking. And that electrical wire. Those two get foamed for sure. I guess on that note, reminds me I'm not quite done tonight, so I'll put you to bed and finish the foam. Go grab a can of foam and call it a night. I should be home before midnight and back by about, I don't know, before 7. Because they're coming at 7. So, anyway, good to see everybody. I hope it's good to see me. I know I'm kind of tired. Weary looking. But, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the kind of forward-facing camera stuff, I suppose I can work on that. Maybe get a little handheld thing to get up a little higher, a little less in your face, and do some more of that. But I'm not going to edit. A couple of people have been asking me if I'm going to edit. Nope. I'm going to put out 10 to 20 minute videos, uncut, and I'm going to ramble. So this is what this channel is. If you don't like it, I apologize. But there are plenty of people who edit really nice videos on YouTube. I'm just not one of them. Anyway, leave a comment. I feel like a lot of you are, my friends and family at least, are not watching. You're lying to me. So leave a comment and then I'll know you're actually watching all this suffering. And then I'll appreciate you, and you'll get dibs on first visitation, and you get the guest room. So leave a comment. You can haggle for the guest room. Take care. Good night.